Ford Motor Company just announced a price increase on its all-new F-150 Lightning pickup. The F-150 Lightning pickup is Ford's most important new vehicle in its first big offering in the electric vehicle market. That is great news for the Detroit automaker. Ford is in the midst of making the transition to a product line that includes electric vehicles by 2030. The transition is not easy, especially for legacy automakers. This comes as Ford continues as a leading seller of gas-powered pickup trucks in the U.S. What does this mean for the future of the car industry? And what does this mean for the future of the United States? But before we get into all of that, please press the like button and leave a comment below. We would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos. Ford Motor Company just announced an increase in the entry price of its new electric F-150 Lightning pickup truck. The base price of the pickup will be raised by $5,000 for the 2023 model year. All trim levels of the F-150 Lightning will be affected by this price increase. Ford blamed the price increase on rising commodity prices, other higher costs and supply chain issues. The new price of the 2023 Lightning Pro, and the entry-level model, which is designed for commercial and business customers, will be $51,974. That model is called the 2023 F-150 Lightning Pro. The new price for the 2023 F-150 Lightning Pro is now 11% higher than its previous pricing. And it is now 30% more expensive than the original $39,974 price from May of 2021. We are adjusting the price due to ongoing supply chain constraints, rising material costs and other market factors, Ford said in an emailed statement. We will continue to monitor pricing across the model year, the statement continued. Current retail order holders and commercial and government customers with a scheduled order will be unaffected by the price increase, the statement added. Ford shocked the world when it announced the entry-level price for the Lightning would be around $40,000. That would make it lower priced than most electric vehicles currently on the market. Wall Street analysts had high praise for the F-150 Lightning. That turned out to be a major boost for Ford at the time. Many investors have focused on electric vehicle companies over the past 3 years, especially startup electric vehicle makers. A wave of new electric vehicle startups came upon the scene. And legacy automakers, especially Ford and General Motors, joined in the electric vehicle market. Ford announced several new models and investment in factories to build them. General Motors set a plan for its entire model lineup to be electric within a decade. But, since then, prices of the rare earth minerals needed to make electric vehicles have skyrocketed. This includes cobalt, nickel, and lithium, to name a few important ones. Lithium prices have risen so much that electric vehicle leader Tesla is actually considering building its own lithium refinery in the United States. Most of the rare earth minerals used in electric vehicles come from China. Only about 1% come from the United States. Not surprisingly, the Biden administration is seeking to source more rare earth minerals in the United States. The cost increases have impacted all electric car suppliers. And they have exacerbated other supply chain problems. Ford shocked Wall Street in September when it revealed $1 billion in unexpected costs during Q3. These cost increases pretty much forced automakers to increase prices on electric vehicles in order to retain profits. Ford announced price increases of between $6,000 and $8,500 on the Lightning just 2 months ago. So, today's announcement is the second price increase announcement for the model during 2022. The 2023 F-150 Lightning now has a price range from $52,000 to $97,000 after all of the price increases. That compares to a price range of $40,000 to $92,000 for the 2022 model year. That is quite a difference. But things seem to be going reasonably well for Ford these days. The company announced on Tuesday said its Q3 sales increased 16%. That increase is as compared to Q3 of 2021. And it is despite the fact that sales declined in September due to supply chain disruptions. Ford reports sales monthly and said that it sold 142,644 vehicles in September. But Ford missed Wall Street expectations because of the unexpected sales drop in September. Wall Street analysts were forecasting a 19% sales increase and 17.8% earnings increase. Nevertheless, this is good news for Ford, whose shares rose 7% on the news. Crosstown rival General Motors shares also rose by 7%. New vehicle demand remains strong with retail orders rapidly expanding, according to Andrew Frick, Ford Vice President of Sales, Distribution and Trucks. This strength in demand comes as the Federal Reserve is aggressively raising interest rates, and as the United States is teetering on the brink of a recession. Ford sales showed extraordinary strength in a generally strong quarter for the automotive industry. Earlier this year, Wall Street analysts expected new vehicle sales to be down 1% as compared to 2021. Automakers have not yet put the various supply chain issues behind them. There are still supply issues with many parts, including semiconductor chips, but also wire harnesses and several smaller parts, such as brand logo stickers. Based on continuing supply chain issues, Wall Street analysts are expecting full-year sales to decline to 13.7 million overall. Ford seems to be bucking that trend so far this year. And Wall Street could be underestimating the strength of the U.S. economy and employment. Even if supply chain issues cause temporary disruptions, they do not reduce overall demand. Ford warned of parts shortages last month. Those temporary shortages delayed the shipment of about 45,000 vehicles. Ford also noted that it will take an unexpected $1 billion charge related to supplier costs. This hurt Ford's financials for Q3, and Ford stock has not fully recovered from this news. Despite the overall sales increase, sales of the ultra-profitable F-Series pickups were reduced by 27%. That was also a shock to Wall Street, and it is something of a red flag for the company. The F-Series pickup truck line has been the primary driver of Ford sales for years, if not decades. Weakness in pickups could signal overall weakness for Ford in the long run. But the new F-150 Lightning pickup is a very hot item for Ford. Ford sold 8,760 units of the F-150 Lightning pickup, which is very profitable and high-priced. Sales of the F-150 Lightning pickup have shocked the car industry. The entire world seems to have underestimated demand for a good electric pickup. Overall, Ford sold over 41,000 electric vehicles so far in 2022. That is a very impressive number compared to other legacy automakers, but still well short of Tesla sales. Most of the electric vehicles sold by Ford in 2022 are Mustang Mach-E crossover vehicles. Sales of the Mustang Mach-E crossover vehicle are up 49% as compared to 2021. They have now reached 28,000 units, which is very impressive. Overall, Ford sold 1.38 million vehicles so far in 2022. Crosstown rival General Motors vehicle sales for Q3 increased by 24% compared to a year ago. So far, the company has sold 782 Hummer EV pickups. Hummer electric pickups are priced at over $100,000 each. General Motors reported 2022 sales of over $1.65 billion. We can absolutely catch and surpass industry leader Tesla in U.S. sales of electric vehicles by 2025, said CEO Mary Barra. The $30,000 entry price of the Equinox EV compares to $66,000 for the Tesla Model Y. This announcement comes as the average price of a new car purchase in the United States has now reached $48,000. That is up from $39,000 just 2 years ago. Car prices have skyrocketed in the last 2 years. 980,400 new cars were sold in the United States in August. But what do you think? Have we seen the end of affordable cars? Will the shrinking wealth of the middle class make cars unaffordable? Or will electric cars become the new affordable cars? Please press the like button and leave a comment below. We would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you are notified of upcoming videos. Please share this video on social media. Thank you for watching.